We want to start with Nadia Singh, though, with how this deadly day started at 888 Bestgate.
This was a targeted attack on the Capital Gazette newspaper. Jamie, police aren't sure if the suspect was targeting employees who work there or the paper itself. Now, 5 people are dead, others are injured, and a community is devastated. That a Baltimore County police officer has been shot and killed in Baltimore County.
Yeah, this is in Perry Hall. Police are looking for at least one armed suspect, and again, the governor just tweeted that out. The area is in turmoil, on lockdown.
WMAR 2 News' Abby Isaacs is out there live right now in Perry Hall. Abby?
Well, it is still an extremely chaotic scene out here. We are in Perry Hall. You can see we're at the intersection of 7 courts and...
I don't know what my primary responsibility is. You're going to haze me a little bit? Is that what's supposed to happen?
If you're at the start and finish line,
right,
you have to cheer and you have to dance.
Okay, I'm good at one of those things.
Can you bust a move real quick? Bust a move. Yeah, Eddie.
There they go.
Woo! And they're off.
We've seen several people walk out of the building with their hands up. We actually have helicopter video, or excuse me, here's video first of police cars cruising past folks that are on the highway here. We're being told that several people have been shot. Again, this is at the Capital Gazette building, we've been told so far. ATF Baltimore is headed to the scene. The Anne Arundel County Police Department is heading this investigation so far. Again, here you see right there people walking out with their hands up.
We're out back hanging with the guys, but we're putting the issue of men's health right in front of you here tonight.
It is not easy for men to talk about, but at age 66, Bob told us he's had just about enough of that attitude.
Men are absolutely sissies. I think an awful lot of men go through life trying to figure out how little they can share with other people before they die. Men don't like to talk about it. It's the He-Man, oh, I'll be okay, oh, it's nothing, and then boom, you have a heart attack.
That's why he's talking to us about erectile dysfunction. Bob says he had some issues to some degree for years. He tried the pills, Viagra, and Cialis. They worked at first, but after surgery for prostate cancer, he knew it was time for another solution, a penile implant. It's a saline-filled device with a pump. In the locker room, no one would know. Bob even had the surgery, but without getting too graphic, it worked.
I went for it, and I'm thrilled that I did.
Dr. Andrew Kramer performed the surgery, which he compares to a plumbing repair, a 15-minute outpatient procedure that has changed Bob's life.
Where blood used to fill the erectile chambers, inside is a cylinder that fills with saline, stays there, and the look and feel of the penis is just the same as it was before. The sensation is the same, feeling is the same.
The first step for most men with ED would be those pills. Dr. Kramer says it's important to know that having ED doesn't mean you've done anything wrong with regard to your health or your lifestyle. And by the way, he says it is less than productive to spend any time worrying about what caused it.
Just like with cancer, you'll never know what caused it, what started it, who's to blame, where the carcinogen was. Can just treat it, just get to the treatment. I think it's the same for the erections.
The biggest risk factor for erectile dysfunction is age, but Dr. Kramer says he's treated patients in their 20s. That implant, it's been available for more than 40 years. About 18,000 men get that surgery every year. Bob says the impact has gone far beyond his sex life. His confidence is better, his outlook is better. He wishes more guys would just get over themselves and talk to a doctor.
I just know there are zillions of guys, including people around me who aren't talking about it, who have a problem. And it's affecting their relationships, it's affecting their lives. So I'm on a mission to help get the word out.
Before I retired, I worked for an air conditioning and heating outfit. So I did a lot of work with my hands, required me to be physically flexible and so on. I've lost a lot of that with the Parkinson's.
I have to take time to think more. I lose my concentration and have to slow down with my words. My tongue gets jammed a little bit. So I have to be very careful what I'm saying.
It slowly starts to take away movement. It happened to John Dunnock. He started noticing 9 years ago. It was 14 for Ken Cockner. For John, it started out with a small tremor, but it slowly progressed.
I don't have the durability or the endurance that I used to have, nor the coordination. So a lot of the things that I normally do around the house and the yard work, I can't do anymore.
And for Ken, It was his wife who noticed the change.
I would say 6 months. I didn't know what was happening, but he would walk into the room and kind of freeze before he would walk forward or decide where he was going. So I thought, something's wrong.
But today, both men are gaining back parts of their lives, all with the help of LSVT, big and loud, at MedStar Good Samaritan Hospital.
So it's very intense exercise, a little bit different from what they're used to doing. I want you to reach out big and open those fingers wide.
The program is backed by 20 years of research by the National Institutes of Health. There are 2 parts. Big is movement.
We're addressing deficits in their posture, deficits in their walking. People with Parkinson's tend to move with smaller motions. They take smaller steps. Some may have shuffling gait patterns that we see, or they have a posture where they're kind of, scrunched forward a little bit. 6, 7.
I think I have in my flexibility to what it was before, and some of my awareness on what I need to do to protect myself from dragging a foot and tripping over a step, something of that nature.
The other part is speech.
Patients with Parkinson's, typically one of the main speech characteristics is low volume. So what the Loud program does is we practice teaching folks to target that effort or that loudness that they need.
People were able to hear me. That was a major part. I had people ask me all the time to speak louder, and I couldn't do it. So I thought I was speaking loud, but I wasn't.
Each patient goes one-on-one with a certified therapist 4 times a week. And then they take what they learn home with them.
It takes the burden off of us because we're prodding, suggesting, coaching, and now he has this resource in a book to do it on his own.
And in the end, there's always progress.
Our friends and myself have seen the differences in him because he has more energy for conversation and walking bigger, stronger.
Do the therapy. If you want to continue to be, as much as I hate to say it, all that you're going to be with the Parkinson's, continue to function as well as you can, you have to take the therapy. You cannot stop. You have to keep moving one way or another.